other white people, or even black people, because some black people need to be told this too. If you see them being ignorant, hear them being ignorant, check them on that shit. That's all we want you to do. We don't want you to, you don't got to do nothing else. You don't have to eat any fried chicken or watermelon. It's not a freaking requirement. You don't have to have any of my Mouth Ghetto Black Girl Kool-Aid, even though it's delicious. It may not be that nutritious, but it's delicious. And it's got real fruit in it. But you don't even have to do that. All you have to do to be an ally is check people when they on bullshit. And men, that goes for us as women too. Check other men when they on bullshit. When they doing something that's sexist, check them. Yeah. White people, you hear somebody say some racist or ignorant stuff, check them, because sometimes they really don't know. Yeah. Sometimes they just ignorant.
Handicapped people, we gotta tell them.
Handicapped people?
What's wrong with you?
Okay, I was advised not to know how long. I'm not sure why. I don't know what you did with that hand. Myself, I am a disabled person, and a lot of people don't look at me like a disabled person. And so a lot of times I'm looked at like I'm an able-bodied person, and people judge you for that. Because I almost just, I didn't know what was going on. No, but you're right. You're right. Like, people have all these isms and people have all these things where they like hold stuff up you. But with the Black Lives Matter movement, back to what I was saying. Because when you earn an ally, it's kind of like when you were a kid and your mom would come in the room and like some shit would be messed up, and she like, who did that? And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be like, my brother did that, like, he did that. But people don't do that. They do like all the kids do. I don't know. No kid ever fucking knows who did that. And I'm like, y'all always just in here. Like, did somebody go to another dimension? And like, what happened? How did you not know? And they always like, I don't know. And that's kind of like what happens when white people was like, oh, I didn't do it. We know you didn't enslave us. Like, you are only 32. I know. So, the hashtags for tonight are vagina and check them on that shit. Check them on that shit. So if you don't take anything from tonight.
But not together though. Yeah.
That could definitely be somebody's gonna be confused and be like, hold up, what somebody's brain is on this floor. But take care of the vaginas. And if somebody is being like oppressive to anybody, it does not matter. It don't matter if you don't agree with somebody being gay. Still don't let people dog them because they're gay. It don't matter if you really don't like black people. And still not no reason for you to let people do black people wrong. It doesn't matter if you don't like handicapped or disabled people. Still don't let people do them wrong. You don't have to agree with people, but you do, you know, as humans, we have an obligation to each other to stand in the gap because we all have a privilege. We all have some type of privilege. Mine is this luxurious hair up here, okay? Because you can do whatever to this. You can sculpt it, you can press it, you can do whatever. It's magic, trust me, it's magic. That's why they made troll dolls to look like that, because they are magic. You rub that head, you win at bingo. Take white people to bingo with you, you might win. Just don't rub their hands. Just don't, if you rub their hands, you're gonna lose a hand. And you might not want to take white people to bingo because I used to work at a bingo hall and them grandmas was gangster. Like this lady, I was ready to hit another lady with a chair because she stole her dabber. Oh yeah. Some people didn't get that with the dance, it's called the dad. But just with everything that I talked about tonight, I would again reiterate the fact that support each other support small businesses, support black businesses, support women-owned businesses. There are some events coming up that I really want to tell you all about so that you guys can support these, events. Latasha Carter Perry, who has the books in the back, she's having a Black Author Fair. It's right here, right, Tasha?
Yeah. On the 23rd?
Here on the 23rd, which is next Saturday. Make your way out here. What time? I'm supposed to be here, so I should know this.
It's 1 to 4.
1 to 4. I will be on time. Thank you. 1 to 4 p.m. next Saturday, right here on the 24th.
23rd.
Oh, that's the 23rd.
Yeah.
On the 24th, which is the next day, there will be an event at the Unitarian Universalist Church where they will be discussing the Purdue rape case. The Princeton, I'm sorry. Somebody probably got raped.
Wait, Princeton or
Stanford? You know what? Hey, I'm sure somebody has been raped at all of those wonderful universities. Check the records. It's probably on record. For me, because that's like, I really want to get into talking about that, but that'll be a whole other show. But rape on college campuses is like real stuff. And it's really like, it's not, we always think of rapist as like some creepy person coming out the,
it's somebody you know.
It's your homeboy, or the dude that was your study partner, or the dude you really liked but wasn't ready to go, all the way with, and then he decided that was his choice. Or your boyfriend, or some dude who been copying off your papers. Like, that's who rapes people. It's normally people we know. So go check that event out. It is at 10:30 a.m. at the Unitarian Universalist Church. On July 30th, there's a anti-bullying fashion show at the Workspace Center. That will be hosted by Trendsetters Production, which is a locally owned modeling agency. So you can go and support that. Tracy Palmer is the head of that event. Also on July 30th, I'm hosting an event, but I will have a vending table at the fashion show. I'm hosting an event at Conscious Corner Cafe, which is right next door to Music Planet on Carpenter Road. Something else is happening on July 30th, but it has slipped my mind. You won't hear about that. But if anybody have any events coming up?
On July 25th, there's a STEAM camp starting that's open to any student that lives in the city of Flint, and it's free. It's at Brownell Home. You can go to communityeducation.org and sign up. It'll run from 8:30 to 5.
What ages?
Kindergarten through 7th grade, I think.
Okay.
They don't have to be in Flint Community School. They just have to live in the city.
Free stuff.
And it's free transportation. It's 2 weeks. It's at Brownell Home STEM Academy, Monday through Friday from July 25th, and then for those 2 weeks. And
but
then
a free
transportation. You can get. I think we have 100 slots left. We only have 150, so we only have about 50 people register.
So if you know somebody, or if your children have nothing to do and are getting on your nerves, sign them up. Let them get on somebody else's nerves for a nice part of the world.
Or go down to the Korean Fitness Foundation and ask them about it. They got applications there.
Ooh. Any more business owners want to promote their business? Oh, we do have our giveaway. Come on. See who won that free stuff. Yes, the winner is Miss Wanda Brown. So, Winter, did you have any? We have the raffle. You want to bring it up? You gonna say the number? You gonna say the numbers? You don't want to say it?
I do. 208872. Who's that one right now?
What? Wanda Brown! Gotta get ratchet with your friends.
I'm gonna get $105. You can buy my lottery ticket.
Right, everybody to see. So, if anybody has any other events, please send them to me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Amber Hasan. You can find me pretty much everywhere, Amber Hasan, Hasan with 1 S. And I also have a website that will be up probably next week called The Amber Hasan, THE.
Yes. Look at you.
And I'll be posting it and everything. So if you're not friends on Facebook, let's become friends on Facebook. I won't delete you for posting stupid shit, because I don't delete people. I just don't have that much time in my day to delete people, so I just don't follow them. You never know, because you might need crazy people for stuff someday. They have skills that we may need. Like, sometimes they are dope, like interpreter or something like that's really good services. So, yes. Yes, we have a business announcement. If anybody else would like to make a business announcement, you can actually come to the, up front, if y'all want to. Okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, everybody. Yeah, I am.
Okay, I had to figure it out, so I'm not in front of a mirror. So, I take this. Bring it to the front of my hair. I don't tighten it because I don't leave it right on my hairline, because a scarf will push your hairline back and you will be out here.
Oh, okay.
You'll never find it is like when you get out of the shower. And that's how I learned this as a kid. So I take it in the front and I just twist it. And once you twist it, you can pretty much do about anything with it. You can take it and you just keep twisting. And you can like wrap it around. It's like here, you gotta like follow through it. And then like bring it to the back. And sometimes I put a ponytail in the back of mine. And voila. And I feel heavy with all the scarf around my neck, so excuse me.
I have to wear a scarf all the time.
Yes, I do.
It makes you like, you gotta have something under it.
I don't know. Some people don't have nothing under it. You could be butt naked under a scarf. Won't nobody know. I'm just saying, it is the beauty of the scarf.
That's how I know you from Somalia.
You might just be, but you
Always be naked.
it's still out there on clothes, and you know, and that's one thing, like people always wonder, like, when they ask Muslim women stuff like, you know, ain't you hot? Like, it's 90 degrees, everybody is hot. Like, why would you ask me that if somebody else is cold? If somebody is cold, call emergency. Call them now. Call them and please, like, get something done. Jen, I need my phone. I know I said that like it was my assistant, but can you give me my phone?
You're on Facebook Live too.
Because I forgot what I was supposed to be talking about. She got her blanket on, so she's cold and it's 90 degrees. We gotta call her about it. Y'all taste my Beyonce back there?
Yes, the lemonade.
Yes, so Beyonce back there. So, okay, I said we was gonna talk about prison, right? Go ahead.
I was very interested in this Pokemon Go stuff.
Oh, the Pokemon Go! I'm so glad you brought me back to that, because this is a conspiracy. This is my own personal conspiracy. This is not like one that I got off the internet. This is like my personal homegrown, so y'all can use this conspiracy, y'all can run with it, tell other people that y'all heard it here. My theory is that it's a test to see where we can get people to show up at. Because like, if I'm gonna put you in FEMA camps, I need to know how to get you there. And if you not just gonna show up because I'm coming to get you, if I say, hey, it's Pokemon over here, and everybody and their mama showing up for the Pokemon, oh, I can get people to come over here just by putting the game together and telling them to be here.
So give your information out, like, well, your whole life out.
You do when your phone, my phone got my social security number, at least the last 4 digits. Y'all phone got yours too. It's got the last 4 digits of your social, at least. Probably more than that. Your phone knows if you watch porn, your phone knows the porn.
What type of porn, like?
What type, what genre, like what, you know, all that stuff. If you like are looking up how to do anything destructive and you do like no phone knows everything about you. So yes, that's my theory. My theory is that it is to see how people can be controlled. I think a lot of stuff like the internet, like our phone, there are mechanisms to control people. I know my phone controls me.
I think I did new phone towers, we did build one over by McDonald's, like, what are all these towers?
It's the government. We gotta make a exit plan.
Yeah.
So when y'all don't see me and him no more, we ain't get no. You get to talk about exit plans, they gonna be at your door like. So we saw you on that video. Hey, I wouldn't name it me if I was you. Because my phone, if anybody like is my friend and you call me on the phone, my phones are apparently, I don't know if we talk about some hot button items or what, my phone just randomly like, you'll hear like alien sound, like it's like, but it'll be like, okay, I'm glad it's not just me. It's probably my last name. But, because, you know, I was about to say, on top of that, since I do have some people who understand it here, flying as a person with the last name Hasan is not one of the funnest experiences. So we go to Puerto Rico, right? We in Puerto Rico, we already rushing. Now on the way to Puerto Rico, there was wasn't that much, you know, commotion. On the way back, like the airport in Albuquerque, Puerto Rico is like, it's like people got chickens taking them on the planes with them. And y'all think it's a joke? You hear chickens in the airport because people taking them on the plane with them. Like, and you know, it's just really busy, it's really small, there's no air conditioning. So they go through security, they're fine, they go through. So I go through, beep. Not only is it me, but it's me, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old, who are both tired and hungry because we have been out in Puerto Rico in the sun all day. And we get on a plane at 2 in the morning. So beep, I gotta send the kids with them. They run my bag again. They gotta swipe it, talking about it's a substance on. I'm like, what substance? Like the same shit. I ain't even know it. Like, I don't know no drug dealers in Puerto Rico or nobody else. And if you looking for somebody making bombs, I'm the wrong person. I'm scared to light a damn grill. Okay? If I'm lighting a grill, I'm lighting some paper and throwing it in there. I'm not blowing shit up. No, my life is not set up that way. So they like there's a substance, and when they say substance, I'm like, I think I'm trying to say it's anthrax. The first thing I could think was anthrax. They trying to say I got anthrax. So, and if you're too young to know about the anthrax scare, really well. I forgot anthrax is kind of old, you know. But so now I had to sit there, I had to take my shoes off, you know, they had to like wand me. Can we take your scarf off? And no, you can't. Can you walk in this room over here? Oh, okay, so I walk in the room. The lady's like, she apologizing the whole time. Like, I'm so sorry. And can you spread your legs? And I'm so sorry. And I want to like punch at her while she was I'm on a whole other level and you're not gonna find it anyway. I just really want that. Michael Jackson. So that is my Pokemon conspiracy theory, is that they are looking for just more ways to see how they can control people. You know, scientists do a lot of weird stuff when it comes to trying to find quote unquote cures for things, or when they're even trying to figure out like how we can use sociology and psychology to control the masses. I mean, that's just as simple as it is. It's like,
people okay with catching slaves? Like,
hey, right? Like, I didn't even put the whole slavery element in there.
Yeah,
Like,
that's classic Pokemon.
Pokemon is cold. hashtag slavery, hashtag Pokemons and slaves. I didn't even think about it. Free Poke.
They training them.
Free Poke.
Free Pikachu.
And hold on, half of the Pokestops are federal buildings. If my conspiracy theory ain't the shit, I don't know what it is. You can pay with conspiracy theories, like if you come up with it, it's like you can pay. Nobody move personally. Hello, I get to talk about conspiracy and the police are mad. It happens that fast. That's C-O-N spirit. Hey, I'm just saying, we don't have no donuts. And all the cake is gone. That's crazy though, y'all. They watch you. Cause my granny, my mother's mother told me when I was little, she used to tell me stuff when I was a little kid. And I'm like, what does that mean? She told me, if there's two people in the room, one of them is gonna tell on me. So that means if you and somebody else are in a room, don't tell them nothing that you don't want repeated, or don't do nothing that you don't. So one of y'all in here.
But really though.
Is with the people. And somebody text the police to come. Who had their phone on? We need to review these videos after the show so we can find out who in the room. Yeah, they're like, I'm playing Pokemon. Ain't no Pokemon in here. No Pokemon. So, since the police walk in, we can segue right into prison. My younger brother is incarcerated right now. And it's kind of hard when somebody you love gets incarcerated, especially when it's kind of like they could have like made different decisions and not been incarcerated. It's not like he's like a political prisoner or anything right now. It's not like he was like defending my honor or no shit. So it's kind of like on the side, because my brother is like 8 years younger than me, so it's kind of like he was my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like he was my baby. I walked around with him and stuff like that. So on one hand, it's disappointing. Like, why police did he come here? Okay, that was.
You changed the subject.
Yeah, I changed the subject, and y'all homeboy left. If I come up missing, somebody better know how to get home. Send them people, send the thugs, all the thug niggas I know, send them. Like they wouldn't be so tough, send them. Send them to do a drive-by or something. So, no, you know, and so it's kind of, on one hand, it's like disappointing because you're like, you hate it there. Like you already told me you hate it there. You knew you hated it there. And you still ended up back there, but it's so like, then you start looking at the levels of like shit that happens to not just people of color, but poor people. People, you know, who are of low socioeconomic status that can put you in those positions where you do those things. Not to defend anybody, not to point your fingers at anybody, just to be real about the situation. And so, it's a thing that creeps me out about prison now, because prison is like evolving into this whole other world. Like, it's a whole other world in prison. Like, it's not this world, like, but they living in a whole other world. Like, they got routines and, you know, somebody who making wine and somebody, you know, like they have a market in prison, you know, and they got video chat. Like you can, that's how you visit now.
Yeah.
Is you video chat. You don't get face-to-face visits anymore, which is really inhumane to me that you can't see the people you love in the flesh. Like you have a child, but you can't touch because you have to video chat with them. Like that's some old crazy shit. But video chat creeps me out more about prison because I can see prison going on in the background. They're like sitting in like a pod, and like prison is still going on in the background. It's not like a private room or anything. You seeing like, oh, that's what's mine. He used to live in the fifth. Like that's how you know, when you talk to somebody in prison and people just walking in the background like, hey, you know, what the fuck? Like, it's like you almost in that world, so it's stressful. And my brother, he wants me to call him and stuff, but I don't want to see prison. Like that's why I don't do shit to go to prison. I don't want to see prison. I don't want to see mostly black and Latino men walking around in these same orange outfits, like going through this same hell. I don't want to watch that. But then I'm like, how do you buy stock in this shit? Because they making cash hand over fist in prison right now. If anybody knows where I can buy stock, please let me know. I know some of these are private, but if there's some public, in some way, one of their distributors or something, I gotta make some of that money back that my mama and my daddy are spending on those damn phone calls. Because no, a phone call is like, how much are they, Mom?
The home wave is cheaper, but a call would cost you like 20, 40, $20.
Did you send a minute? Yeah. If you got a local number, if you got an out of town number, it's like 21 cents a minute.
21 cents a minute.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
And then don't you have to pay like a setup fee? So you gotta pay a setup fee.
Then when you do video calls to see them, you paying for that per
You gotta have money to send them money. And it's like, every time I think about it, I'm like, as many, and I'm sorry, this may sound harsh or whatever, as many black men are in prison, we need to own some stock in prison. And it may seem like it's fucked up, but it is. It's a revolving system, and we gotta be economically empowering ourselves. You know, everybody from the march, and that march was cute and everything like that. But if everybody who was in that march took their money and they decided, I'm not gonna spend my money with these big businesses, even if it means I don't have cable in my house, even if it means that I don't go to Walmart, even if it means I don't go to McDonald's and instead I go down this street right here or wherever and I shop with local businesses and I put money into the people who at least live in my community. And you know, I would love for us, I do scream support black businesses because a lot of times black people are the only people who support black businesses. But I also mean support local businesses. Like the Walmart kids, the one daughter got an art collection that probably is more expensive than what everybody in Flint owns and makes in a year. Her art collection. Like if that's not just don't blow your mind, I think about it every time I go buy tissue. I'm in there like, I'm buying this another Van Gogh. And in reality I am, and I know like it's a black independent tissue company. But I don't ever like at the time. FreedomPaperCompany.com. And they do have decent prices. And just like I really just want to shop, especially with more independent businesses. And I urge you all to do the same because that is how you make a movement. Right now in Zimbabwe, they shut down the whole country basically. Y'all not hearing about it. Yeah, Turkey too. They should, and I mean not going to work. People say I'm going to be uncomfortable. Because I might lose some money, I might get my light shut off, I might have this happen or that happen, but I'm tired of this shit. And when you just get to that point of tired, where you say, you know what, let's shut this shit down. That's what happens. So, you know, them people, they still, you know, they may not be going to their job, but I'm sure somebody's doing laundry. I'm sure somebody is, of course, selling abilities. Somebody is selling dinners. Somebody is selling dresses. So, you know, their economy, they have an independent economy, and we have to create that. We have to create an independent economy where we do like this. Like this right here is what I mean. Like, you know, this is not the end of the show or no shit, but give yourself a hand because you all not only are supporting me and my business ventures, you are supporting all these vendors that are in here. Like these women, like this is how they feed their kids. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this for shits and giggles. We do this because we got mouths to feed. We do this because we don't want anybody telling me, oh, your baby is sick, that's too bad, you still gotta come clock in. I don't want somebody telling me I can't go to my son's basketball game because they need me to stock shelves or something like that. Like, I want to be independent, and I want to help other people to become independent as far as economy, because that is the only way we are going to make any change. I'm telling y'all, y'all can march to the soles of your feet, fall off, and you can be out here going across the ground like this, still marching. But until you touch them pockets, nobody's going to pay you. And why we on there? Black people. That damn Target text message.
Oh, you know I got Target feathers for that, right?
First of all, I love Target. No, I get all my Target stuff from the Goodwill when they send it over. Just saying. But my first thing was like, why Target is because they got gender neutral bathrooms. Is that why we chose them first? I thought Walmart would have been like the clear winner, or McDonald's because they poisoning people and shit. I thought that would be like at the top of our boycott list. But they said Target, which was random to me because Target got like a lot of community programs and stuff. So I was like, Then it was like, okay, save all the money you would have spent at Target.
I don't go to Target no way.
Right. So I was buying tissue today. Okay. And I was gonna buy some soap. Okay, that's $15. I'm gonna put that away until August, 6th, something like that. And then what we gonna do with the money? What is we supposed to be doing? And hold on, we not supposed to put this on social media, like getting a text message. Like getting a text message is secret. Like we ain't been watching the news. We ain't seen that they will read every one of your damn text messages, listen to your voicemails, and they'll be sitting there looking at you while you looking at your damn phone. Like they have the capability to do all of that. So how did we think this was gonna be a secret with this bullshit Target boycott? Like I was just over it and I kept getting the message. That's what pissed me off. Like 1,000 people sent me this message, and it's a long, it's like one of those messages that go down. A guy, like an older guy came up and he was telling me like, oh, you remind me of home, and he just was talking to me. And so these other two brothers though was like, I can keep bothering you. The good thing about being Muslim, the brothers ain't gonna let you just be out here wrong. They gonna be like, is he bothering you, sis? Like, you good? I don't know none of them. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It was like 78. I don't know what to take it. So, go ahead, check out the vendors. At my vending table, there will be cake and stuff for purchase. It's like $1, you know, help me out. Because actually, for my treatments for cancer, I'm not having chemo, I'm not having radiation. I'm going to have vitamin C treatments, which I have to go to Windsor to get, and they're like $150 a treatment. So buy a piece of damn cake, buy a book, buy and I'll get food stamps. Help me! Y'all go ahead, check out all the vendors, you know, holla at people, you know, and I got lemonade, and it's like good lemonade. Oh, and we have gifts to give away. Do they need to like give a name, or how are we doing the drawing?
Yeah, sticky notes, right now, sticky note, put it on the cup. We have a bag with both my books and 2 coloring.
So if you go to the coloring table in the back, which has got some really dope stuff, like just FYI, go to the coloring table, you can feel like to win something. If you holler at the window, she has something you can win. Tiffany Rose back here, who is our pure romance lady, she has stuff you can win as well. So y'all can walk away from here with like 3 prizes and stuff. So go check everybody out. I love y'all. I'll see you guys back in about 10 to 15 minutes. Any Biggie Smalls fans? Like 3. Wow. So any Eminem fans? Okay, y'all seen 8 Mile? Yeah. Okay, so you saw 8 Mile. On 8 Mile, like when Eminem got up at the last like rap battle, it was like he knew everything they were gonna say bad about him. So he said everything bad about himself first. He pointed the fingers at himself first, and then it's like, what you gonna say? Like, what you gonna do now? What's your weapons? And with black women, we a lot of times, I hope I don't have that. Okay. I don't think that on tape. But with black women, a lot of times we have these titles hurled at us from like every which way, even from black people, like you ratchet, or you ghetto, or you hood, or you this or you that. And it's like, and if I am, so what? Like, if I am what, and I'm still successful. I can still be articulate. I can still have friends and co-workers and people that I deal with of different races who I don't have to put on the front for, who I can be myself around and they still respect me. And they still deal with me on the same level they would deal with anybody else. So that is where the title Loud Mouth Ghetto Girl came from. Because it's like, what else you gonna say? Yes, I'm loud. I'm very extremely loud. I'm very animated. If I see you and I meet you, I'm hugging you. Hey, what's up? How you doing? We family after that. You know what I'm saying? If you see me somewhere else in the grocery store, I'm like, hey, girl, and I'm gonna give you a hug. I might not remember your name, but I will give you a hug. I will, you know, you good, you know, talk to you or whatever. I'm just, that's me. And for a long time, I wanted to put that inside of boxes and, you know, try to be what they want. You know, you hear your white voice when you call places. And then my name is Amber, so, you know, they people always assume. I think that's how I got job interviews. A good white voice, and my name was Amber Ward, so it was like, oh yeah, come on in. Now with Amber Hasan, it's like, is she really, like, they don't know. They're like, is she Arab? Is she black? Like, I don't know. We should call this girl. What does she look like? That's really how it is. And so, like, this was not, did you get my phone working?
It's good.
Okay, I need it, I think. But this is just random. But I used to work in staffing. And so the crazier the name was, if this person was qualified, I would call those people. Because I knew nobody was calling Shaquanda with the 3 degrees. Like, she got 3 degrees and she put me in a job, work at a temp service, like, really? But nobody is calling Shaquanda. Nobody is calling Tambalea. Nobody is calling them for an office job because they can't even say their name. So, that's who I do this for, Shaquanda and Tambalea. Did somebody say that? Don't forget. Paul just sent me a text and said, don't forget to cut the camera on. Yeah, you late, baby. Late. And then my son sent me a text asking where his basketball uniform was. So, another story that's just awful. So his basketball jersey was in the back of my truck, right? So I said, hey, you might want to grab that basketball jersey, put it in the house, because you're going to be looking for it. So he got in trouble because he had to go to summer school, so he couldn't play basketball for a few weeks, right? So he has not looked at his jersey. I saw it the next day, and I took the jersey, and I hid it. And I've been waiting, and I know his grandmother is asking for it because she paid $95 for his damn jersey. So I know she asked him, like, where's your jersey? Where's your jersey? So he sent me a text like, you know my jersey's in the back of the car? I'm like, no, it's not there. I don't know where your jersey is. I'm gonna let him, you know, sweat for like 5 more days before I actually, he's gonna have to earn that jersey back. He's gonna have to work, or cook, or clean, or do something. So, okay, this is like my best friend. If you see me, you see my phone, because I can't remember stuff. I have lupus. And lupus affects your memory. If anybody doesn't know about lupus, lupus is an autoimmune disease that affects all of your organs. It's like your body is either like fighting against itself, trying to kill everything, or it's not doing shit. It's like laying there, like, take me away. Every disease I come in contact with. So it messes with your memory too. So I can't remember, like, I can't memorize poems really anymore. If I didn't memorize it before like 2006, it's over. I'm not gonna memorize it. So I put everything in my notes in my phone now. But then I have to set an alarm on my phone to go back to my notes to look at what I'll say that week. So that's my life. So these are just some of the things I wanted to talk about, because when I'm riding in my car or doing dishes, different shit comes up in my head. I'm like, oh, that I really want to talk about that with people. I really want to discuss that. So when we're talking about the title Loud Mouth Ghetto Girl, not too long ago, I was at my fiance runs a food truck. So I'm at the food truck, and this older white lady comes up, you know, she buys some food, we talking, kicking it. She said, I know you the ghetto girl. This is Michigan, ma'am. We don't have outright racism, we have systematic racism here. But then I realized what she was talking about, I'm like, oh yeah. I'm sorry, that is me, I am the ghetto girl. It's okay for you to say it now. And it's like, I know, the white people in the audience, I know it has to be kind of like, do I say this to her? Or do I like, you know, because I pulled up to a white dude the other day, and he like pumping some Jeezy. And like the word nigga came up in the song, of course. So the word nigga comes in the song, and he like looks at me. he was rapping, I'm talking about he in there good. Like, first I'm gonna stack my dough. He turns and looks at me and he's like, cut the music down. I'm like, straight up. Like, sir, I don't even know you to be judging your niggas. You might have black grandmas. And people, let me just address this. People always are like, why do y'all get to say it? And, you know, because we do. Like, there's other explanations. And it's kind of like the B word. It's kind of like bitch. And I don't know why I said the B word like I don't say it.
Right, we said
It's like people say the N word. It's like, you might as well have said this. But with bitch, like a woman can call you a bitch and you get a whole different reaction. Even though it's not my favorite word coming from somebody, if a woman call me a bitch, it's kind of like, yeah. A dude say bitch. That's what, to my white women friends, that's what nigga is for black people. Yeah, it's fight word. That's how it was with the old lady, and then I realized, oh, to be a husband, the grandmother actually paying attention to my Facebook. Know how me and her are friends on social media? I'm not sure, but she was like a good 83. Am I being catfish? And like, you know, you never know what to expect because old ladies will say whatever comes to their mind. I have a 96-year-old grandmother who is completely in her right mind. Let me say that. She's completely, has all of her facilities. She can take care of her damn self, except she wears a diaper, but I think she just wears a diaper more because she's lazy. And she got like, did she get a hip replacement, knee replacement? I think she got both of her hips or two knee replacements. So I understand now, you know, the way my bladder is set up, I almost don't make it some days now. So that might have been TMI, but I had 6 C-sections, so this bladder is lucky to still be here in working condition. But you know, like I said, old lady said whatever. So we went to my grandmother's house for her 96th birthday party. So she had all her homegirls there, you know, 96-year-old had homegirls. All her friends is like 70, so you know, they all still driving and stuff, they look up at trap. No, but her friends, they kicking it. It was really cool just to see them all in there, you know. And everybody who come in, she like, it's about time you came in. It's about time you got here. This supposed to be a surprise party. Like you weren't even supposed to be in on this. Are you judging people by the time they got there? I heard one friend, I thought you wasn't gonna never show up. You late for everything. And I'm like, damn, you look great. So when I got married, I'm divorced now, but when I had got married, my grandparents, of course, came to my wedding. And my grandmother, I guess, didn't tell my grandfather that they were coming to a wedding. And my grandfather was one of them old men who always wore suits, always, don't matter where he was going, he on a shirt, like his suspenders, his slacks, his shoes, don't matter if he was going to the car wash. So, he comes to my wedding. I don't think I've ever seen him in jeans like at a play, like at an event. He come to my wedding, he's looking at her the whole time. Like, let me leave. Okay. I'm like, he had pissed her off or something, and she was like, I'm here to show ass back. And she just sitting there smiling, got her little, it's August, and she got her little show, her little first shit on. I'm like, dude, she did you dirty. I think he went and changed for the rest of it. Serious it was. So It Works products. She will be having a raffle for a free like body wrap for your stomach, your legs and stuff to tighten up firm, get you right for the bikini time. Still got a couple months with that left. So and the tickets for the raffle are $5. Only $5.
Only $5.
Okay, listen. People are confused as hell right now who have never been to a poetry show. If you go to a poetry show and you say only whatever the price is, people repeat it back to you like you're giving the shit away. So if I say
really
only $1 million.
Only $1 million?
Right, just like that. Perfect. So the tickets is only $5. Check her out. That was looking like, what the hell? They practice this shit. Yeah, we practice. Then that's what black people do, practice. And then when we come in front of other people, we make it seem like they're missing out on stuff. Okay, y'all, this private number, keep calling me. So let's see what this is. Hello, private caller. My speaker won't pick up. Hello, private caller. Okay, so my phone was in wax, so I can't even mess with the private caller. tech person, y'all. Give it up for me. I want everybody to come to my janaza in all white. And afterwards, because you can't really turn up at the mass yet, I would like there to be a bonfire where people, you know, just all walks of life, all of my friends can come and do whatever their heart desires, as long as you don't smoke crack, heroin, methamphetamines. Any like hard drugs, don't bring that. We don't want nobody getting their purse stolen. Hard drugs make you steal stuff. I'm just saying. I've never heard of the line like I stole that to get a mix sack. I'm like you stole something for a mix sack. Ever in the history of mix sacks. They just asked the weed man, can I bring you 3? Can I bring you 3? And my mama cooked. I'll make you a plate. I got these movie passes. I hate when people try to barter, but it's not a barter situation. Like, I never said I wanted to barter. Like, this is full price. What do you mean? Like, you gonna come and cut my grass? No. I need money right now. My sons can cut my damn grass. Yeah, people do that. So, since we were talking about guys, we can go back. So I worked on a farm for a while. I stopped working on the farm, and I'm about to be very transparent right now. I don't know everybody in this room, but I'm going to be extremely transparent because I feel like as an artist, in order to really connect with your audience, they have to know who you are. And I'm not good at being fake, y'all, so I stopped working on the farm because on top of having lupus, I was also diagnosed with cancer. So, and I normally don't cry talking about it because all y'all hear I'm crying. And because I'm a big baby and it's getting close to my time, so you know I'm crying. So, so I stopped working on the farm because I just couldn't physically do it every day. I could do it like Monday and Wednesday, but I couldn't do it Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Just kind of like that. It's like some days I got all the energy in the world. Some days it's like I'm not gonna even take a bath. So, with that being said, we had to pee outside because there was no bathroom. So I peed outside every day, and like I told you, I had 6 C-sections, so my bladder is pretty much like, woo! Like it looks, probably looks like one of those water bottle things your grandma used to have. That's my bladder. You touch it, it's just on. So I didn't know how to make that sound. That was nasty. Okay, so I had to go pee outside, and like the greenhouses are over here, and like with the pee area, which is like in a circle of bushes. So I gotta run over to the pee area. I got on boots. It's water. It's mud. So I'm like unbuttoning on the way to the pee area. I get over there and I pee, and unknowing to myself at that time, I got bit by a mosquito on the vajayjay. So, didn't notice it right then though. So I'm like, okay, cool. I went home, and I'm like, what's this? So you know, the first place that your head is gonna go when you like get itch in your vagina is like, hey, red flag, what's going on? Who the hell? But then okay, so if y'all ever watch Vagina Monologues, there's a part in there that's like they talk to women about have they ever seen their vagina. I was surprised that a lot of people have not. If you have not, you need to look at it, because if I hadn't have looked at it before, I wouldn't have known when I went to look and say, hey, you know. with phones, you can do everything you put on the front face. Don't take pictures though, because you know you're not automatically send that to Facebook. You do not want. Snapchat me that. You don't want that on Facebook. My kids and my mom on Facebook. So I figured out it was a mosquito bite. But I'm like, I wonder how many women who had to pee outside, like wrongfully blame somebody for giving them an STD when it was really just a good old fashioned mosquito bite. Like, I know some dudes that got put out the house over mosquito bite. We sleep naked. A lot of us sleep naked. I just gave myself away, so I'm just throwing it out there. We as people sleep naked, especially when it's hot. You don't got air conditioning. You didn't do laundry. You just, you know.
Yeah, but it's just comfortable.
And you could have got bit by a mosquito. Like, it's very plausible. And so some of the men might have got wrongly kicked out of the house, divorced over a mosquito bite. Ladies, always check for a mosquito bite first. Okay? Before you kick him out and take his ring and put him on child support. Because that's what we first do. You ain't even gotta have kids. And I'm gonna get pregnant by you when we make up and put you on child support. And you ain't even gonna stop me. Oh, somebody just sent me a text that said, I love you and everything you stand for. They might not know me too well. That is so wonderful. Okay, so, does anybody have any questions they would like to ask, since I am the Black Gospel Queen? I didn't give a chance last time, because I told a story last time about my other friend who called me about yeast infection, and so I told her garlic. And I said, hey, you know, take a little couple pieces of garlic, you smash it, let the little juice come out, and then you let it stay for a little bit, take it out, you good. She did that, but she used like 2 whole cloves, and she went to sleep. Like a whole night's sleep. So she woke up the next day like, is my mouth supposed to be tasting like garlic? Oh.
You get that way from black tooth.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't
It don't really soak up. That's why you gotta have the cotton drawers, because if not, the drawers just got that sweat just permeating right there. You don't want that. I hope you're not wearing the silk ones either.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't like the way silk makes your balls feel. Y'all need to keep them clean. When the balls make anybody uncomfortable, you need to grow up. Dudes say it all the time, and if you listen to rap songs, they don't even say balls. They say, it's kids, I'm not gonna. They say that kids hurt their kids. So, and last time I did some lyrics to a rap song actually, so that we could see, like, because people act so weird about when you say stuff like vagina. Oh, you know, people get giggly and weird. But you listen to a rap song, you like Snapchat me at it's cool, like everybody sing along with it and act like it's okay. Like it's okay for y'all to say flat out just say pussy and we gotta say vagina, because if not, I'm gonna have people squirming in their seats. Like, so Boosie can say it. So Boosie can say it. Speaking of Boosie, they said, y'all know who Gucci Mane is? I don't know if all my, okay. When you get home, Google Gucci Mane. It's not man, M-A-N, it's M-A-N-E. But it's like a southern kind of way to say man. So Gucci Mane. Google him. They say he got cloned. Because he got out of prison and he like, you know, together now, and he like talking like he got sense, but he has like college degrees and stuff, so I don't know why they wouldn't think that he has sense, just because he acting like he don't. But I don't think Al Pacino is a killer. I don't think Al Pacino is a killer. I think that he's a great actor. And most rappers, I don't think they're killers either, or dope dealers. If you saw that was dope, you're not gonna tell every damn body. If so, you the dumbest dope dealer I know. Like, if you really killing that many people, where are the bodies? Are these all the disappearing black girls? Like is that where the milk carton kids is coming from? Like, she's not adding up. So no, they say he was cloned because he got out, you know, looking a lot better and stuff like that. And I just want to know, what has Gucci done that's so important that they would clone him? I'm sure cloning like takes a nice budget to clone somebody. You would clone Gucci Mane? That's a waste of a damn clone. Like, clone me. Clone me so I can pay some extra bills so I can get 2 jobs. Maybe the clone won't be sick. Like, clone me. okay, I'm just playing government. Don't call me. I always feel like I have to say that. Like, have y'all ever like made a joke and then be like, God, I'm just playing? You want to make sure God understood that? Like, I was just bullshit. Like, don't take me now. So, but yeah, she always bought me granny panties, and that may be why today I'm against like drawers that do too much. Cause sometimes drawers do too much. Like lace is itchy, y'all. Dudes, y'all don't have to deal with that. Lace is not comfortable to wear on your behind. Thongs are not comfortable, and they are not sanitary because that is taking fecal matter all back and forth. By the time that glue is coming back and forth. I'm sorry, y'all. I just get silly sometimes. And that's why I did this, because this is the stuff I'm wanting to talk to people about. This is the kind of stuff people call me and ask me about. And I'm almost like tempted to start charging people about a minute when they call me. And I don't know how to set my phone up like that. I set my phone up like that. I would be like, oh, put your card number in. You are on the line. Put your card number in. PayPal me before you call. How many minutes do you need?
I'll talk to you after the show.
Yep, hey, you need to set that up. Entrepreneurs. Oh, and just speaking of entrepreneurs, have y'all noticed all of the women here who are vendors are women? All of the vendors are women. How both is that? Like they say, when women come together and support each other, like amazing things happen. And I am like here to attest to that. Amazing things happen when women get together, support each other, have each other's back, tell other people about, you know, what they homegirl or just a woman they know is doing. Like that's how it happens because ain't nobody else gonna support us, y'all. It may be like a couple men that's gonna have our back, but for the most part, we in this on our own. We just gotta come to terms with that and stop waiting for them to like support us and stuff. Stop waiting for them to pay us what we deserve to be paid. If we feel like we're supposed to make as much as them, if we're as qualified, we need to start businesses and pay women what they need to make. Because there is no reason that if I went to school the same amount of time you went to school, I had the same or more training, I have all the qualifications and skills that I should be making like a lot less than you, because you got a business. That should get you something off. This is amazing. This hurts babies. Like, this whole life in here. Have people killing people, because men will kill over that. Men be like, it wasn't because of that. It was because of the principle, because I was disrespected. No. You don't go and, you know, throw acid in somebody's face. Y'all know that, like, because we don't talk about that over here. We don't really talk about that. Like, there are places in the world where if you are a woman and somebody wants to like holler at you and you basically like, nah, I'm good, or I got a man, like they'll walk up to you like with acid. Like real deal acid and like throw it in your face and you like disfigured for life or dead. Cause you said no. Like we don't even, like I don't even fathom the fact that we don't have the right to say no. But we should understand this because you can get raped by somebody, and because they're used to being comfortable in their life, they don't get a harsh prison sentence because they're a young white man who has a lot of money. And then at the end of the day, you stuck. Like, I shouldn't even have told. I should have just told my daddy and had him run up in his house. Hey, that's what, I mean, but as a woman, that's almost what you feel, because you don't feel even safe going to court. Like, if I go to court, I'm gonna have all my business put out in the street. I'm going to be, you know, publicly ridiculed. People are going to talk about my whole sex life. They're gonna talk about my mama, my dad, whatever, and then he's gonna get 6 months. Like, I could have just waited 6 months and caught him coming out of the club and beat his ass and stuff like that. Like, but they don't want us to go there, but when it's set up like that, like, that's where we supposed to go. I'm sorry if this don't get me, I hope this don't get me through and get long. That's where we're supposed to go, ladies. And actually, there are a group of women in India who have like started a group who go and like patrol areas with like sticks and bats and shit like that. They like run up if you want to. Like, let us catch you in or you're raping somebody. Like, it's gonna go down. And at some point, we have to do that. At some point, we have to be like, enough is enough. I'm not taking it. So we done got serious. So I'm gonna do the next poem, and then that's gonna kind of statement us into, you know, the next thing. Everybody comfortable?
Yep.
Y'all don't sound comfortable. Is everybody? Woo! Okay, everybody having a good time?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And I never. Okay, this is the poem that I never remember the end to. When I forget the end. If I forget the end. Thank you so much. I need this. Ain't nothing else in there. Hey, ain't nothing else gonna
I get money.
Yes. I don't put my money in there though, because money touches people's hands. And I'm so, do y'all see like those little things on the internet where they like show those flesh eating? And I don't even really know if that's what that feed. But I always think that the money is gonna give me a flesh eating feed. I'm already like an A cup, and then you're an A cup with all kind of little, and those things creep me out, and I would hate to have to look at that every day. And I'm scared. A woman should never be broke. Better relax your throat and tighten up your kegels, because ain't nothing regal about struggling. Ain't nothing free about cuddling. Better be left with more than a puddle in the bed. Get in his head, get in his pockets. These are covert ops, school of hard knocks, tricking 101. The art of selling your soul. They say that whole age is there to bear children. Every woman is sitting on $1 million, and ain't no metaphor in that. Facts of life. The miseducation of Tootie. The secrets Miss Garrett wasn't sharing. Because no matter how you feel, bills still have to be paid. It's funny how the same thing that they say, the same thing that makes the world go round is also the root of all evil. Placebo for happiness. Whores aren't born, they're programmed, propagated, pimped up, hold down, rolled up this way, seed sown into the fabric of their existence so that there is no resistance. This is survival of the fittest at its finest. Eugenics at its sublimest. This is Darwin at his kindest. Use what you got to get what you want, diamond. Girls selling hymens on an open market, but what's fair trade value for your virtue? They could never calculate your worth. You could never carry it in your purse. Pennies won't quench it. Dollars won't either. Soap won't clean you. Sleep won't relieve you. It's hard to be a commodity when you're really a Khalifa. Our babies sit cross-legged, combing Dial's hair in the crosshairs of predators while we are conditioning them to be prey. We teach them that needs aren't only used to pray. What mamas do is more important than what they say. We were entrusted with mounds of clay that mature into half-broken pieces of Jezebel slivers who no longer remember what innocence feels like. So they let the world eat from their flesh, suckle from their breasts, nest inside them, rewind them, define them, confine them until they no longer recognize themselves, strangers in their own skin. It's hard to be priceless when for sale is all you've ever been. It's hard to trust men when all you've known are boys. It's hard to become a woman when all you've known are toys. Wrecked frame of reference, never known your true essence. This is the part that I always forget. But something. Being a woman in this world is hard, seen as poison and cure, taboo and sacred. One day, I will have that whole poem memorized. Or y'all can say it at my funeral. So that's the point. And since y'all are here, I just want to give some funeral instructions in case anybody is, you know.
My name is Crystal, and I own a publishing company called Ivy Publishing. I'm actually looking for clients this summer. If you need just work edited, if you want to get a book actually published, please contact me. I've lowered my prices for the summer just because July is my birthday month. I turn 26 like next Sunday. Yeah, I'm getting old.
Don't say you're getting old. Right. I just turned 37. You ain't old.
The 24th. But yeah, I'm having a barbecue, so y'all can barbecue. But yeah, if you want to publish a book or need your work edited, please see me.
So again, support all of our vendors. My mom has a photography business as well. She got there being all humble and stuff like that. Miss Khadijah over here does about everything. She might be Jamaican.
I have a coloring book also.
She does have a coloring book.
Well, you can just ladytadisha.net/Sankofa. I do a lot. I'm not Jamaican though, although that's what my school records say.
We have Paul here in the back here. Thank you so much for coming out, Paul. He is doing a video. He is the man. Y'all ever watch Channel 17? Yes. That's who that is. That's Spectacle Productions right there. He also 92.1, the new radio station.
Our voices.
Check it out. If you want to do a radio show, holler at my man Paul. He is looking for people to do radio shows. So if you want to, you got something you want to talk about, that's your platform right there.
No cussing.
No cussing, which is why I don't currently have because I spent too many years of my life not cursing. I'm gonna use every extra word I can until I die. Anybody else? Gia. Go ahead. Yeah, you can get on the mic.
Real quick, how everybody doing? My name is Jay Carpe. I got a lot of experience in the music business, so y'all can reach me online at Jay Carpe on Facebook. But my business, I wanted to let y'all know about my TV show. It comes on Channel 17, and it comes on every Thursday at 2:30. It's called Live from the Streets, and we're featuring a lot of music artists from Flint, a lot of positive things going on in Flint, a lot of current events that's going on in Flint. Anybody that's interested in being a part of that show or having their business spotlighted, featured, showcased on that show, you can reach me on Facebook at JAYCARPE, or you can email me at jcarpe@gmail or at Limelight Promo, and y'all can reach me and find out all the other stuff I got going on too. And one more time, thank you, Amber.
You're gonna always see him marketing, no matter where you see him at. You're gonna get a flyer or something. Something is gonna scroll down your timeline from Jay Carpe. But he don't do bad with other promoters, because some promoters they be like, delete. Now that is who I do. Promoters, you delete the you do, and I love that. Anybody else? Businesses?
You gotta mention
Gia. Oh, I'm sorry. Gia has Ireland Properties.
Yes.
So they have houses for rent, for sale, all that great stuff. And she does video, she does photography.
Just video.
Just video.
We're working on a documentary right now.
She's working on a Flint documentary called The Unleaded Truth. So if you are, want to find out more information about that, ask her. And she's very active in the community. She's very supportive. I love Gia. She's amazing. Jay,
let's talk about Jay. Yes.
It's not my business personally, but I am, it is a black-owned business, but I do teach karate.
Woo, 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 woo.
Okay.
Boy, and her trophy in her house, like I seen a picture of it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I do participate as well, but the kids, I do have
No, she be getting ass, that's what she be doing. Like, you don't get them trophies for participation?
Yes. My youngest student is 4, my oldest is like 64, so I don't have any, we got everybody at every level. Anybody is a beginner and everybody can be a winner. So
Where are you?
I like that.
We are on the corner of Saginaw, Bristol, at Team Force Academy, Flint. That is our school, but my friend's family also owns a school. It's Double Dragon on Center Road over there by the Cortland. So I'm not a hater. I want people to be into martial arts, especially women, especially kids, and especially grown people. So that's everybody.
And people who, because what do we think when we think martial arts, y'all? Let's be honest here. Who said it? Somebody said Asian, because we're going to be transparent. That's what we think when we think martial arts. Do y'all know a lot of Asian people don't do martial arts though? Like, they're like, what? I'm good at math. I don't do No, that was a stereotype, but some of them are true. But, so check out the martial arts school. I actually want to learn some martial arts, but the way my body is